Tough day at the office. Tough day at the office. The show is absolutely chockers. We're coming to you from George this week. Here's what else is on the menu in the next 30 minutes on Sports Fan with Robin Adams. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. Our cruising speed is 30 minutes of top sport on the show. Shortly, we'll be serving you a roundup of the best sporting moments this past weekend and your views too.
Seems like we are not used to that kind of weather, you know.
Also, smiles on the faces of the kids who benefit from the record amount of money raised at the Gary Player Invitational. Sportsfan reaches new heights as we paraglide over the wilderness. And die-hard cowboys show off their skills in the Northwest Province in the inaugural South African Rodeo competition. An absolutely beautiful day in George, perfect weather for paragliding, and we'll chat to a few paragliders in the course of the show as well. First though, a weekend of high drama, the Telkom Knockout. The finalists have been decided after some thrilling action in the semi-final stage of the lucrative cup competition.
Yeah, we're gonna beat Chiefs. We are hungry, man. We want to fill the cabinet. And the lady who's leading the cabinet is waiting for the cup.
Because Chiefs, we owe us. We still our 3 points. Now the revenge time.
Yeah, it's payback time now. We're gonna beat Chiefs no matter what.
Pirates always have the better advantage, and there's a lot of support, and we're coming back with vengeance after the loss on the Premiership game. So I think Pirates are going to win.
No matter what, we're going to win, and we definitely sure we not hesitate about that. We're going to win.
The box went action this past weekend too. Exciting stuff in the match against Scotland.
You know what, I'm very disappointed because my husband is a very big rugby fan, and for the Boks to lose this game.
Well, man, I think first the guys, they played like they've got no captain at all, you know. After you've conceded, I mean, you sort of hardly and cheer the guys up, you know. Medford was a bit quiet for a captain. Senior players not pitching up. Francis Steyn, Jean de Villiers. I mean, well, forwards tried. I don't understand why Willem Albert is still playing from the bench. You know, marvelous player. You know, he came in last 20 minutes, made a difference. I don't get it. I don't know.
Seems like we are not used to that kind of weather. You know, it's in Scotland and so on. So I'm very disappointed because I would have liked the weather should have been sunshine, it would have been sunshine and so on, you know.
The annual Gary Player Invitational generally boasts a star-studded lineup, and there's always fantastic golfing action on offer.
Oh, it's absolutely amazing. It's one of my best days of my life. Of course, Gary is an absolute legend. Brian Lara also.
I'm enjoying just being a part of it. Gary Player's been around for so long, done so much, not just for golf, but sport in general, and for people, for children and underprivileged. And I'm happy to be sharing this moment with them. It's something that I'll definitely cherish.
It's very exciting to come back to South Africa. I haven't been here in a couple of years or so. So it feels great, and to play at the Gary Player Invitational, it's always good fun, you know.
Hi, my name is Dwight York, and you're watching Sports Fan with Robert Adams. Take two. Hi, I'm Dwight York, and you're watching Sports Fan with Robin Adams.
The aim is to raise money for charity, put smiles on the faces of kids, and that too was achieved this year.
And the optimism that exists in our young children who are underprivileged, they still got great optimism, and that's what we need in the country, for everybody to be positive. It's wonderful to have a complete international audience like that. Prizes like going to the Masters, going to Wimbledon, great prizes that people gave up. And to see those little children come out and sing tonight, they were special, weren't they?
Thank you so much.
Riding the crest of a wave that was the FIFA World Cup, another international tournament is headed for South Africa. The World Amateur Golf Championship, the biggest of its kind, will be staged in 2011 in the KwaZulu-Natal region.
Tee-off is set for October 2011. That's when the World Golf Championships comes to South Africa. Matthew and Anisha Pravda were the only husband and wife team participating at this year's event in Thailand. They returned with the national squad with an 11th place finish and already gearing up for selection for next year.
I would obviously like to qualify and to be once again one of the finalists to play for the SA team instead of being the invitational. So yeah, I'm excited about it and I'm confident, and Zimbali is my hunting ground. I play well over here, and that's one of the places that we've done well and managed to qualify to go to Thailand.
But don't be fooled by the title of amateur. These golfers are world class, all while holding down their day jobs.
People need to just come and watch on 2011, then they can see the standard of golf that is being played by these guys. They take their golf very seriously. And these are the guys, some of them will even come a week before the tournament, just to come and acclimatize and just to make absolutely sure that they actually live up to the word world golf.
Zimbali Golf Estate will host the event, but it will take place across 3 other world-class courses. And organizers aren't just excited for the great golf that will be played, but also the huge investment this championship will make in the sport. Carvin Goldstone for Sportsfan in Durban.
A radio commentator by morning, a paraglider by afternoon. Jeff Ayler from Cape Town is a self-confessed nature sports junkie.
Robin, it's hard to describe. It's freedom, absolute freedom. This is one of the best places in the country to fly. It's smooth coastal air, flying with the gulls, with the birds, and it's amazing.
And the other paragliders share his sentiments.
It's very satisfying when you're up there. It's beautiful.
The pure freedom of it, being in control, soaring, it's awesome.
So how does one actually get into paragliding?
We are regulated by SAPA and through the Aero Club. So you need to become a student. We take you to the training dune, do a couple of flights there. So sign up as a student as well, get registered with SAPA, and we take you through a whole list which takes 7 flying days and 40 odd flights. And it's as easy as that. Sounds easy, but it's good hard work. So how about you coming with us, and I'll show you what it's about.
We take a closer look at the newest craze, power balance bands. And football and rugby meet at the Royal Bafokeng Stadium as 350 kids are taught the ins and outs of the games.
Don't go anywhere. Sportsfan continues right after this.
Welcome back to Sportsfan, broadcasting from George this week, and it's here where the 7th rugby tournament will take place in December. Many rugby fans expected to descend on George, and if you're looking for something to do in your downtime, the locals have it all planned just for you.
Is baie om te doen in George, soos gewoonlik soos ons strande is baie besig die tyd van die jaar en strande, en as dit ons uitsig oor George self, en dan beweeg jy na die Bosselbaai gebied toe. En Nysna gebied waar die meeste toeriste in elk geval gewoonlik uithang en flat Nysna.
Besides the sevens, you can go to the Red Berry Farm and visit there. We also have quad bikings near the same route, and we also have nice outgoing places. So there's actually a lot to do.
There's a lot of soccer and rugby going on in George.
At the moment, it's quiet now with the rugby because the season is finished. But there's games, parks to go to.
Cyclists have an uneasy relationship with motorists. But Sunday belonged to the two-wheelers, when some roads in Johannesburg were reclaimed from the city's vehicles. The annual 94.7 Cycle Challenge took place in grueling conditions, as the mercury hovered close to 30 degrees. Despite these sweltering conditions, participants and spectators were in a joyous mood.
The race went well. We worked well with the team. We had a breakaway in the first. It was okay.
I feel a bit fatigued but it was fine. It was fun, more challenging. It's one of the best races that I ever do and I enjoy it.
Many riders who took part would have woken up on Monday morning with sore bodies. It will be a week during which some will swear never to take part again. That is until they make a full recovery and get suckered into getting back on the saddle for the next race. It all boils down to having a good physiotherapist and a great recovery plan.
Power balance bands are the latest craze among athletes, but how do they actually work? Carly Weinberg went in search of answers at the launch of the band in Johannesburg recently.
I arrived at the Power Balance launch, eager to see what sort of effect this band might have on me. And I definitely wasn't the only one. These bands are the latest craze, with athletes the world over swearing by them. Paralympic swimmer Natalie du Toit is one of them.
I don't think that people can force it on you. I believe that you have to go out there and really try it and test it, and you won't know within the first week if it is working. I can promise you after a couple of weeks, if you take it off, you will notice the difference. So for me, it's done wonders. I think as a disabled athlete, it's definitely improved my balance a lot. I tend to walk a lot straighter, which is great because then I don't sort of take off people's toenails while I'm at it.
Various extreme athletes, all wearing their Power Balance bands, demonstrated their balance and agility. And in the case of these parkour guys, their strength. But how exactly do the Power Balance bands work?
Power Balance is a product that works with your electrical system. It's 2 Mylar holograms that have been treated with frequencies that interact positively with your electrical flow and how that electrical system works in your body. A lot of people ask me, is it a placebo? Is it psychological? And I have shown people doing testing, and I'll probably do that to you as well, how it's not. It works physiologically, and then of course on top of that you do get a psychological and a placebo effect because you have greater confidence.
Who knew that standing on one leg for the majority of the night could be this easy? I must admit that I was a real skeptic before tonight, but now I think I'm becoming a well-balanced believer. I'm Carly Weinberg for Sports Fan in Johannesburg.
What's happening today is a brilliant opportunity to see the kids from the age of 7 to the age of 13 coming here, rub shoulders with their legends like McPhee, Sean Bartlett, to learn about the skills in soccer, to learn about rugby. So we're very excited in Royal Bafokeng Nation to host such an event.
For me, I think it started last season with the Blue Bulls going to Soweto and playing their semi-final there, and I think that was a great start. And since then, there has been interest, from underprivileged areas as well, I think, for rugby. So I think it's a great incentive to bring the two together.
Some of the kids have been exposed to even catching or holding a rugby ball in his hand, or don't know what rugby is. And today, when they leave this stadium, they all know about how a rugby ball looks, how to kick a rugby ball, and know more about rugby in the future.
Well, I think we focus so much on the major cities like Johannesburg, Durban and Cape Town, so for us was priority going somewhere where the coaching is not always available or these kids don't have the opportunities to attend events like this. So I think Rustenburg, obviously the interest from the Bafokeng has been there for a while, and we found it obviously the right opportunity to come in and teach these kids.
As in football, we need to be doing the same things that they're doing in rugby to catch up so that we can be number 1 in Africa again and obviously in the top 20 in the world. We were there before, and why not can we be there again? And obviously starting from grassroots, it's earlier the better, and obviously form of development, and this is exciting, and let's hope that today, who knows, we're teaching kids how to kick the ball in the right way, and 7, 8, 10 years time is actually Bafana Star is a Springbok.
The kind of event little boys' dreams are made of. Horses, bulls, cowboys, and a rodeo competition to boot. But this is not Texas. It's the wild, wild Northwest. The sport's popularity in South Africa is growing every year. And those who are brave enough say all it takes is one fall to get you hooked for life.
Anybody wants to ride a bull. I mean, there's young guys, 14, 15. Once they get on a bull and they fall, they just want to ride. And there's a lot of people starting to do it.
The aim of the competition is to remain in the saddle for at least 8 seconds. An almost impossible feat. But die-hard cowboys say nothing comes close to the adrenaline rush of at least trying.
Well, my dad did it until from 1980. And when I was 16, I climbed on my first bull. And that adrenaline rush you get when you climb on the bull, you can't describe it, it's awesome.
And for those who can't stomach looking on as cowboys bite the dust, there was the magnificent sight of hundreds of horses in the ring, kicking up quite a storm as they set the stage for things to come. Followed by miniature versions of the magnificent beasts to be tamed during the competition. This little donkey in particular stole the hearts of even the most hardcore cowboys present. For Sports Fan, I'm Emma de Villiers in Northwest.
This is in memory of our friend Teddy Pettifer, who passed away on Sunday, 21st November 2010. He was Mr. Boxing and dedicated his life to the sport. Teddy's larger-than-life character will be sorely missed, not only in boxing circles, but in South Africa's sporting landscape at large. Organisers of the 2011 Duzi Canoe Marathon recently extended an invite to controversial Youth League leader Julius Malema to next year's event. He opted to decline their invite, but we at Sports Fan, as you know, always up for the challenge, always keen to make good in an invite. If you want to send that through to us, please do so. Sportsfan at enewschannel.co.za. Sportsfan at enewschannel.co.za. What, in your opinion, is the ideal job in the sporting world? I'll let you mull over it for a few minutes. We're taking a short commercial break. Your views on the ideal job, the best job in the sporting world, coming up. And here's what else is still ahead on the show as well. A Japanese war plays itself out in South Africa. And Kelly Slater rides a crest of a wave and claims a record 10th ASP world title. Welcome back to Sports Fan with Robin Adams. There was a Japanese war brewing right here in South Africa. The Nissan 200 SX Club of Johannesburg challenged all other makes of Japanese cars to a duel at Gymkhana. Adil Adams, who's a self-confessed speed freak, attended that for Sports Fan.
It was rice rockets at the Rock Raceway as Japanese car lovers descended on Brakpan for the 200 SX end-of-year function.
What's happening is this actually started out as the 200 SX Owners Club here in function. It then grew and grew and grew because more and more clubs found out about it. The Nissan Owners Club, the Twin Cam Owners Club, all the Honda boys, all the Jap guys got involved, and eventually we started calling it Jap Fest. With the kind permission of the Rock Raceway, we were given the opportunity to have it here. We have Gymkhana, we have drags, we also have a show and shine, and the turnout has actually been quite good for this time of the year and this time of the month, you know, and that's amazing to see the support. And also a special mention must go to the fact that all the funds generated goes towards CHOC, which is the Kiddies Home for Cancer.
The Sports Fan crew was honoured with a professional on-track drift display. And afterwards had to share their experience with the crowd. There was plenty to see, like accessory stalls and car displays. And if you could actually stay focused, you'd notice the miniature bikes also taking each other on.
Yes, I am having lots of fun.
The most exciting form of racing was the Gymkhana, where contestants were pitted against each other while going through an obstacle course.
Yeah, I think it's quite good. I'm actually looking forward to the drag.
And he wasn't disappointed, as wave upon wave of cars went screaming down the track.
But it's fun.
Much to the delight of the crowds, who generally shared her sentiments.
Hi, I'm Brian Lara, and you're watching Sports Fan with Robin Adams.
2010 has seen Kelly Slater underline his reputation as the best surfer in the world. He recently clinched a record 10th ASP World title. Now 38 years old, the American has consistently impressed the crowd since he was 21. South African Jody Smith was Slater's biggest threat this season, including at the recent event in Tahiti. But Slater showed just why he's the best and had enough in the tank to power to victory. No doubt next season is going to be a thriller too. Approaching 40, Slater might not be around for too long, and then the stage will be set for our very own Durban man Smith to take over.
In the next installment of Sports Fan, former All Black star Zinzan Brook lends a hand to our P. Divi music video. I don't give a damn, don't give a damn, don't give a damn. And we introduce you to someone we'd simply like to call the world's most useless caddy. The sun sets on another adventure that's George done and dusted. No idea where our travels will take us next week. You know that Sports Fan has become more than just a sports show. It's a lifestyle show. It's a travel show. It's a bit of everything kind of a show. Stay in touch with us. We'd love to hear from you. sportsfan@enewschannel.co.za. That's the email address. You know we're on Facebook. The family there growing by the day. Twitter, regular updates as well. The address at the bottom of your screen. I'll see you back here next week. Cheers and bye-bye.
Hello, I'm Zinzan Brook. Do I have to say that? Do I have to say about the ex-All Black?
Seventh tournament. Seventh rugby tournament.
And keep
Robin Adams.
Robin Adams.
Robin.
Welcome back to... I almost said welcome back to Springbok 7. Woo, tough day at the office.
Hello, I'm Zinzan Brook here.
Have you been rolling all the time?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
You just made our bloopers roll.
What about town is that what about town?
Make sure that you keep watching Robin Adams on Sports Fan.